Okay, so now that we finished that, man, I'm making all these calls really close. So we want to head back over here to the other side. Let's take out this guy again. Oh, well, okay, I guess he didn't want any after all. Make sure to obviously avoid the fire. You know, that's just kind of how these things go. We're going to have to make our way here until we can't go any further, and then try to find our way. We're trying to get, I think, yeah, to that locked door right over there. You might be able to see it. So we're going to have to find our way through here. I'm not entirely sure which way to go. Not this way, apparently. Nope, not that way either. They pop up at, like, just the last minute, you know. Alright, I think we actually need to go down here. Yeah, looks good. Alright, and keep making our way across and kind of head around the corner here. There's some hearts in here if you manage to get hit. Obviously, watch out for that fire, though. Yeah, that could really catch you by surprise if you don't know it's coming. So, you pretty much have to stay right next to the wall. Oh, man, look at that. Alright, so here we need to, I think, yeah, this way, then through here. Yeah, that's it. Alright, good. Yeah, that can be a little bit annoying. The flames appear like just at the last minute as you're about to go in, so it's really easy to take damage there. Got another Goron in the cell that we can't do anything with, so we'll have to come back to him. So let's just keep on going, and we're actually going to come out right on the other side here. Remember, let's see, where is it? That door right there is where we got the compass, so that's where we're at. We want to head through this way. Oh, crap, it didn't turn around. Oh, well, it's no big deal. Go through here, through this big gap, and watch out for the fire still. You can see there's a switch right there. That's what we're aiming for. Just wait for the fire to go away. And, yeah, here it is. And that will actually deactivate this big wall of flames here, so let's do it. Now we have to quickly make our way over there. Just go back through here and then make a straight beeline towards it. And, I mean, yeah, the fire pops up pretty quickly again, so you really need to know your way through. Let's see if there's a recovery in here. Yeah, that'll work. I wonder if I can get some arrows out of these. Yep, we're also stuck up here now. We can't go back for the time being, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, this here is really interesting. You can see this door actually looks a little bit funny if we check it. Whoa! It's a fake. So, yeah, we're going to have to bomb this thing out. And when we do that, the real door will appear behind it, so that's good. And in here we have a mini-boss. Let's see if Navi will tell us what this is. This is the Flare Dancer. Extinguish its flaming clothes first. Yeah, that really doesn't help too much. Basically, you just want to take the hook shot and take it out. And then I like to do quick spins because it'll try to run away. So it's quickest to just, sit there and hit it twice right away. That's good. It'll go back in and sort of start up another phase. So yeah, this is really easy because if you do this right, it won't get a chance to attack at all. There's its attack. It'll send little flames out at you. I got hit by it somehow. But then once it does that, it will sort of start running around the room. It can be actually kind of hard to grab. So you really want to make your way over here as quick as possible. Alright, and that should do it. Then it'll explode, so make sure to back out first. Alright, flames disappear, the door unseals itself, and we win. So yeah, that's really, really easy. So we can ride on up the platform here. I always thought that was kind of cool. This place, I don't know, it just has a lot of cool little mechanisms, I really like it. I still think I like the Forest Temple better, but, this one isn't bad either. Got another switch with some fire, so we're going to kind of have to do the same thing we did before. So we climb up and then use a bomb to get it. There we are. Make our way up the now extinguished flame ladder. Oh. And over to the side. We've seen this a few times. And through the door. Let's see, where are we at now? Okay, yeah, this is a pretty important room. Don't fall, because that will bring you back down. Let's see, where does that bring you back down to? Oh yeah, that one, that room where we said there was the Goron that we couldn't do anything about, which is right in the middle of the whole big flame pillar room. So, if you want to go back, I guess that'd be the way to do it. We've got this whole thing over here we don't really need to worry about, but we need to press the switch. Wow, or just walk on past it, that's good. And when we do that, the flames surrounding a chest will disappear, and we do actually want this one. It's not 200 rupees. You want to sort of just run along these stairs on the outside. It looks like it's really hard, but actually it's not that bad. You seem to have quite a bit of room. Then we want to grab the chest quickly before the flames come back up. I almost always get hit by that fire keys, but it's worth it, because in this chest, we get the Megaton hammer you see to smash and break junk. Yeah, awesome. It's so heavy you need to use 2 hands to swing it. Right. So that is our sort of weapon upgrade for the dungeon. Oh, come on, man. Stop moving around. Okay, well, that'll work. Just get right next to me. So yeah, we now have that new item, so let's go ahead and check it out. You can see we're actually almost filled up our little item subscreen here, so we're making some pretty good progress. So we can take it out, and boom! Pretty awesome. Okay, so now we need to be heading on back. I went the wrong way, of course, so we have to kind of go the long way around, and there's a boulder. So, whew, that was close. Yeah, I went the long way around. You could have just went to the other side and it would have taken you like right where you needed to go. Yeah, that's where it is. Alright, so we can check this thing out. You can see it kind of moves a little bit whenever we step on it. If we hit it with the hammer, it falls and we go on through with it. That's pretty cool. And then that will let us get on. And this is pretty much just a tutorial of what the hammer does. You can see there's kind of a doorway being blocked by this thing. If we hit it from the side, these things will move away, and then they just sort of shrink and disappear. I always thought that was awesome. But and we go on through the door, and we are going to end up in another new room here with a couple fire keys right off the bat. Alright, that's good. And then we've got this thing here. What's kind of interesting, though, that I like about the hammer is that if you use it, and then you remember these little crouch stabs I was talking about earlier, it stores the power of the last attack. It actually stores all the properties of the hammer, too. So what you would normally do is use the hammer to hit this thing, but you can just crouch stab after you use it, and it works the same way. And that's really awesome, because it'll, like, flatten things and break things, and it's really cool looking. But we got a blue switch down there, so we're going to need to drag the boxes with us. Or just one of the boxes, I guess. I got a fire key's chasing me. Alright, I think he went away. Yeah. No? There we go. Okay, well, whatever. Fine. So let's get on the switch and then put the box down on it. Anytime you see a blue switch, that means you're going to have to put weight down on it. So just sort of save some time. I went ahead and did it there. So then we can break this thing. Probably should have stayed on it, but whatever. That's fine. Then we come back down here. Remember this? This is the big fire pillar room, so we're kind of back in familiar territory. We got a switch here, which Navi will tell us the switch looks a little rusted, so we're going to have to use our hammer on it, too. We're going to use it for a lot of things around here, for sure. That'll open up this door, which we can go through. And before we jump down, we want to play the Song of Time to move that block down. This is actually the room with the cell that I've referred to a couple times now that we couldn't do anything with. But now that we are up here, we actually can, because when we move the block of time, as you can see, there's a switch, so we can jump our way across, just barely, it looks really close, and then hit the switch with the hammer, and that will open up the cell. And also moving the block of time lets us get back up. I hate the way the camera works there, it like goes straight down, it's weird. But alright, so let's get the chest this guy was imprisoned with. You know, that doesn't really make too much sense to me. Why would you imprison people with keys? I mean, I know the key doesn't, like, open the cell, but it's kind of like if they ever do get out, they have a key to get wherever they want, you know? And it just seems like it'd make more sense to put the keys somewhere else, but, oh well, I guess that's why I'm not in charge of this place. So we got the big pillar here. This is the big main one that was in the room with Darunia, so once we hit this with the hammer, it's going to fall, and we fall with it. And it's kind of weird because we fall a lot slower than the pillar. I don't think Nintendo knows their physics very well, but no, I guess that's just how it works. Okay, we still don't have the boss key, so we can't do anything about that, but that's okay. That's normal. You're not supposed to have it at this point. I didn't just forget or anything. We're actually going to come all the way back out to the entranceway and sort of head down the stairs here, or around the stairs, whichever you prefer. Take care of this guy. Let's see, does the other one want some? Come on, man. I know he's going to attack me right when I'm in the middle of doing this. Alright, fine, he's going away. So you can see we have another little totem here that we can do with the Megaton hammer. There we go. That'll reveal a locked door, and we have just one key, so it works out perfectly. And now I can head over to a new room here, which we're going to have to defeat all the enemies inside, so that's cool. Pretty much I like to just stand in the middle here and quick spin like crazy, and that'll take out almost everything, at least all the fire keys. But the fire slugs then are pretty easy after that. You can see once you extinguish their flames, they all try to run away. You can also flip them over with the Megaton hammer. That's another way to do it, but there's really no need to. So I think they will also relight themselves eventually, so, you know. Kill them quickly if you want, it really doesn't matter, they're easy to deal with. And then we can go on through, and we have sort of a familiar room here. You know, the same green tent with the flying tiles and the like and the Skulltula. So, well, there you go. Alright, so let's just finish letting these things fly at us. There we are. And let's see, I don't think the... Yeah, we can't really do anything there. It's trying to eat me, so... There we go. Jump attack also works well. I was kind of afraid I'd get eaten there, but I was too lazy to switch to the arrows, so there you go. Useless rupees, but Skulltula, so that's good. Alright, is that all of them? I can't remember. Yep, looks like it is. So, there you go. That's all the Skulltulas in the Fire Temple. So it's good. Now let's head on out through the other door. Sealed door again, because look who we've got once again. We've got the stupid Flare Dancer, who's really easy. Oh, come on, get him. The hammer doesn't really do anything to it either, so I just stick with the same quick spin strategy. The hammer, it's kind of an interesting weapon because it doesn't really do a lot of damage per se. You mostly use it for the just the effect that it has. Like you either need to smash something or break something, or you know flatten something, or you know whatever. So by itself, it really doesn't do that much damage at all, and there's kind of an interesting thing to note with Skulltulas with it as well. I'll try to show that the next time we see a gold Skulltula, which won't be, you know, anytime soon here, but yeah, it's just kind of interesting. But either way, we defeated that guy while I was talking about random nonsense. So let's jump up onto the little platform here and see what he left behind for us. Oh, wow, bombs. Yeah, thanks. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's head on through the other door now. And it looks like we got another cell here, but as you can see, hey, look, it's the boss key chest. So let's free him, open it up, and now we're pretty much just about done with this place, you know. Since we have the boss key, we can get to the boss door. So that's our next objective. Got all the Skulltulas, freed all the Gorons, so we're definitely in good shape here. Alright, so we head on out, and conveniently we come out right back into the entranceway. It's amazing how these things work, you know, they put a lot of thought into how to design these places. It's just, it flows so smoothly, you know. Alright, so let's make our way across to the boss door using the new pillar that we just smashed down here. You always just barely make the jumps, it's really nerve-wracking, but we can open it up and head into the boss arena. Cool. Alright, go across here, got some holes in the ground. There he is, the subterranean lava dragon Volvagia. So yep, we're now facing the boss of the Fire Temple. He looks pretty intimidating, but all things considered, he's really not that bad. So of course he's going to burrow into the holes. I mean, you know they were here for a reason. And then he's going to pop out of one of them. We're definitely going to be using the hammer, you know, because you always use the weapon of the boss in the temple which he's in. Oh, you know what I mean. The weapon that's in the temple he's in. So there we go. Hit him with the hammer, that'll kind of stun him, and then you can use the sword. You can also like do the whole crouch stab thing. That'll still work. Then he's going to come out and sort of chase after us. This is really easy to avoid by crouching. That's literally all you have to do. Just hold the button and he'll just pretty much circle around you. He also kind of like eats his own tail there. That's kind of interesting looking. But yeah, that's really all you got to do. No problem there. If you do stand up, then he will whack into you a couple times. So crouching is at least necessary, but alright, so let's get our hammer ready and look for when he's going to come out. There you go. Make sure you keep your distance because I think he can hit you when he like swings his hair around like that. So just to be safe, I would keep my distance then. He stays up for a relatively long time. You know, it's plenty of time to get to him, so no big deal. Alright, and here he's going to fly around the top of the arena, and he's also going to cause rocks to come crashing down wherever he is. So just watch for the shadows, obviously, and you can avoid them. As you can see, he really doesn't have that great of aim with it. Then he goes in the hole, and all the rocks just fall right there. So this is kind of why Volvagia is really not that bad of a boss. Alright, yeah, now he's going to start faking us out, trying to go into different holes that he shows. So let's let him come out and jump attack. Work. Obviously, if you had like the big Goron sword at this point, that would be your preferred weapon because it would do the most amount of damage, and you don't really need the shield at all. So you'd be using it here, but I don't have it, so we're just going to stick with the trusty old Master Sword. And we just stick with the crouching again. Those are really the only 2 attacks he has, so once you mastered the pattern, so to speak, no trouble whatsoever. Alright, so let's let him burrow in here. And I think now he's going to try to really start faking us out. He's going to show like multiple holes here. So pretty much just wait until he comes out, you know, don't be preemptive about it. And this might do it, I don't know. No, it doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, you can only hit him once, which kind of makes this battle take a little while, but now he's going to do the rocks again. He always alternates between the circling and the rocks, so... now we can just stand here for a little while. Well, I might want to move a little bit. Yeah, the rocks actually do, they break off into like 6 different smaller parts. Like they break off once and then those parts break off again. So it actually has quite a lot of range. If you're close to it, you really do want to move out of the way or you might get hit. But if you have as many hearts as I do at this point in the game, then he's definitely not a threat anyway. Wow, that was very weird. The rocks were still coming out. Oh yeah, he also breathes fire if you take too long. Oh, he really made me pay on that last one, didn't he? That was kind of weird. Oh, yeah, and then he does his attack, too. He doesn't give you another chance to hit. That's kind of mean. Alright, well, let's repeat this again. That was weird. The rocks were, like, still coming down. I really didn't expect that. Alright, dude. Quit eating yourself and let's go. Oh, I didn't even bother to see what Navi had to say. Well, who cares? We know how to do this. It's on the bosses, though. I think she actually just says, I don't know what its weak point is. So, it's like, oh, well, thanks for the help. And that'll do it. Yep, awesome. So, there's Volvagia. Like I said, he's really not that much of a problem at all. Probably one of the easiest bosses, but, oh well, that's just how it goes. And then his head drops. In a different position than it was when it got burned, but you can also, it's kind of funny, still target it and have Navi tell you what's up. You can kind of see like the shrunken head. Yeah, it's the boss of the Fire Temple. I don't know its weak point. Yeah, thanks for the help. Alright, so yeah, it disintegrates and turns into a heart container for us. Maximum life energy increased by 1, and it's totally filled. So it's awesome. We're up to 14 now. So let's walk into the lava pit and make our way back out, and that's going to complete the Fire Temple. So, like I said, really, it's not that hard to get around. It can be a little bit, I mean, you do have to backtrack quite a bit, so I can see where you might get a little turned around, but overall, it's pretty easy. So we've defeated Volvagia. Death Mountain kind of erupts and then turns back to normal. As you can see, the clouds all nice and boring and gray again, and the sky has cleared itself up. So that's kind of our sign that we have repaired the damage done around the Death Mountain area. And we've also saved the Gorons in the process, so maybe everything could go back to normal now. So we end up back in the Chamber of Sages, and of course, who else but Darunia ends up being the Fire Sage. You know, go figure, right? He's a pretty main character, so... Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. I thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. Yeah, well, what can I say? By the way, I, the wild Darunia, turned out to be the great Sage of Fire. Isn't that funny, brother? Well, this must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. Hey, brother, take this. This is a medallion that contains the power of the fire spirits, and my friendship. Oh, and his friendship. That's the most important. So he bestows upon us the Fire Medallion. Darunia awakens as a sage and adds his power to yours. Sweet. Don't forget, now you and I are true brothers. Weren't we true brothers before? Oh well, whatever. Anyway, we've received our Fire Medallion. We're warped back here to Death Mountain Crater. We've repaired all the damage done. We've gotten a new heart container. We've gotten the Megaton hammer, which is still really cool. There it is. Wrong button. Yeah, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to hold it out here, and then we're going to end right here, and now that we're done with the Fire Temple. So next time we are going to figure out what our next destination is. We're also, of course, going to be picking up more side stuff along the way, as usual. So until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.